Ahead tonight, the showdown is set for day 2 of the IAAF BTC World Relays. And the U.S. Embassy pleased with the new partner for BEC. The Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition, starts now.
Now in HD. ZNS Network presents The Bahamas Tonight. This portion of the news brought to you by BTC Every Day.
Good evening, everyone. I'm LaDawn Davis. Thanks so much for tuning in. Topping the news, the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium will be filled to capacity tonight, and as IAAF officials tell us, day 2 of the IAAF BTC World Relays Bahamas is sold out. And that's not only good news for officials, but the government, as they promote the Bahamas as a premier sporting destination. Vaughn Albury reports tonight on the exposure of Bahamian culture, in particular Junkanoo, throughout the World Relays.
Doubt about the power of Junkanoo, look no further than the World Relays. The pulsating beat puts fans at the National Stadium in a party atmosphere. Athletes too. Lamine Diak, the powerful president of the IAAF, is the man responsible for exposing Junkanoo to the world through the World Relays. He likes Junkanoo.
I know what is Junkanoo because I in 2005 or end of 2005, beginning of 2006, I came here to a gala and I had the Warliki to share the Junkanoo for all night. All night? In 2005. So I know what is Junkanoo. So we are very pleased to have it there, part of this event.
And of course, Junkanoo was a hit at last year's relays, reportedly spurring the Kenyans to set a world record. Percy Volo Francis heads a 50-member combined Junkanoo group seen in 160 countries worldwide. It was his childhood dream.
I always wanted Junkanoo to have world recognition. That has always been my ambition. And eventually it's happening, and the world now is going to get a good taste of Junkanoo.
And Kishlane O'Brien says Junkanoo is undergoing reform to become a business model.
Junkanoo itself, from a business standpoint, can stem a very wide and vast array of audience, but it must be organized, and we're getting to that stage, as Vola alluded to earlier, and also we need the funding. And so this is a very good initiative for corporate Bahamas to invest in Junkanoo.
Minister of Tourism Obi Wilscombe says with 800 elite athletes here, Bahamian culture and hospitality is exponentially exposed on social media.
More and more the name brands are coming to the Bahamas, and the more they're on their Twitter account and they're getting information out to the world, the more the Bahamas are going to attract. I think for Bahamians, though, we should stop and appreciate what God gave us. I don't know if we appreciate our country, that people come and want this country, and we sometimes take it for granted.
And I'm Vaughn Albury, ZNS Network News.
When the IAAF BTC World Relays ends tonight, government will focus their attention on the first ever Bahamas Junkanoo Carnival that will start this Thursday. To prepare for the inaugural cultural event, the Western Esplanade was buzzing with activity yesterday afternoon as hundreds participated in a youth culture fest, showing that they too can jump in the line. Siasker Adderley reports.
A cultural display of costumes and music inspired by the islands of the Bahamas took center stage during the first installment of Youth Culture Fest on Saturday. The event's co-organizer, Dr. Ann Higgins, listed who participated in Saturday's cultural explosion.
We have 24 community groups, 4 schools, primary, junior and senior, 9 urban renewal centers, and the other groups are community groups that make up the festival.
Sisal and burlap were just some of the indigenous materials used to bring these colorful creations to life. The beauty of 24 islands were represented, including Rum Key. Leader of the Bahamas International Drill Team, Kevin Major, explained how an idea on paper became a reality.
When you go to Rum Key, they started off with the Indians. And after you start off with the Indians, they do the hour walks. And after that, years go by, the farmers came and then afterward the fishermen come, and then Jonkanu came after.
Organizers stressed that the event was not a competition, but an opportunity for kids to come out, show off, but most of all, have fun. And that they did. Even Prime Minister the Right Honorable Perry Christie joined the action and explained the significance of getting Bahamians, young and old, to buy in and believe in the carnival concept.
I do not want you to have Jonkanu Carnival without having young people, and therefore let us have a junior festival where young kids, and what amazed me when I saw Ann Peterson walking in with kids that she had to hold in her arms and fully clothed. And so to me, one of the most extraordinary sights today was to see the large number of young kids out here enjoying themselves.
Both participants and organizers are already looking forward to next year's Youth Culture Fest, confident that it will be bigger and better. However, participant Ariel Butler made this suggestion.
I see it going on. Reason why the kids are excited. Every day, 1 o'clock in the morning, my student calling me, Miss Major, are we doing it now? She forgets she was still sleeping.
Because it's Culture Fest, we didn't have a time for Jonkanu Carnival. But because it's Jonkanu Fest, we should like have more things like coconuts, seeds, beads, you know, stuff like that.
With Youth Culture Fest now in the history books, final preparations are now underway for the first ever Bahamas Jonkanu Carnival, taking place May 7th through 9th. C.S. Scatterly, ZNS Network News.
And still on Carnival news, they're saturating the Carnival grounds with praise and worship. The third annual Bahama Islands of Praise Festival is set to kick off this Monday and Tuesday with music workshops featuring William McDowell. The event is being hosted at Breezes, featuring the best in Bahamian gospel music. Event organizer Dr. Patricia Bazard took the time to thank the organizers from the Bahamas National Festival Commission for supporting this initiative,
which sponsors the carnival. We approached them, as we have approached a number of other persons, for assistance, and were told that they could not help us in money, but they could help us in kind. And the kind was to use the stage before they do. And so they offered us the stage and the lights and all that went along with that. And we are very, very, very thankful that that particular expense, because we have none of the big major sponsors. We have no sponsors, really. Our only sponsor is God. And that's why He provided them with their stage that will come just before we do. And we will anoint that from top to bottom.
In other news, the U.S. Embassy in the Bahamas applauds Deputy Prime Minister Philip Davis's announcement that the government has agreed to engage in final negotiations with U.S.-based PowerSecure to restructure and manage the Bahamas Electricity Corporation. In a recent statement, U.S. Embassy officials are confident that PowerSecure's proposal offers innovative management strategies that will provide the efficiency and cost savings required to advance the Bahamas' energy reform agenda, and that the company's dedication to emerging technologies will unlock additional opportunities for renewable energy in this country. The United States Embassy here in Nassau also announcing new security measures that will be implemented on May 15th. To better streamline security screening during the visa application process, the U.S. Embassy will no longer provide storage services for restricted articles that are not allowed to enter the building, including mobile phones, tablets, MP3 players, notebook computers, and any device with a power plug or battery. Other items not permitted include cigarettes, lighters, matches, and any article that could be used as a weapon. U.S. Embassy officials believe these new security measures will reduce wait times while serving more customers during the busy summer vacation travel season. Police here in New Providence want to dispel rumors circulating on social media that a Royal Bahamas Defense Force Marine seaman is being sought in connection with the death of a woman found dead yesterday. Police say there is no identifiable basis for such rumors. Authorities want to remind citizens that social media has become a tool for some to spread baseless rumors among large groups of people and caution individuals from participating in the spreading of false information. Now to the Daily Crime Report. Police need your help in obtaining any information possible on a fatal shooting incident. Police confirmed that sometime around 5 o'clock this morning, they learned about a man who was brought to the Princess Margaret Hospital suffering from a gunshot wound and later succumbed to his injuries. When police arrived at the hospital, they saw the lifeless body of the man with a gunshot wound to the chest. Police do not have any motive for this shooting, nor confirm a location where the incident occurred. Meanwhile, if you have any information, you're urged to contact your nearest police station immediately. Meanwhile, tourism policing unit officers arrested a 26-year-old American man from Miami, Florida, shortly after 7:30 last night for possession of dangerous drugs. The officers went to a cruise ship moored at the Prince George Wharf, where they found the suspect in possession of a quantity of marijuana. Police say the American suspect is expected to appear in the magistrate's court early this week to be formally charged. And when the weekend edition continues, engineers learn more about the island's landfill. That story and more straight ahead.